The news and views expressed herein are the sole property of Kenosha Today. Certain portions of this program may be unsuitable for children, sensitive adults, small animals, and the general public. Viewer discretion is advised. What do you think, Scott? We ready to do this?
Crank her up, big boy.
Well, I'm not a crook.
I lost my music there. Okay, we'll just go through this.
All right.
There we go.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Uncle Scottie Barter along with Elmo the Insane Schneider, and we apologize that we didn't have any music because, as the screen said prior, we are idiots and we don't know why. But we welcome you to the August 1st. How about that? August 1st edition.
Already. Time flies when you're having fun.
Kenosha Today Saturday Morning Breakfast Club. Again, we are coming to you live and local this morning from the Barter Manor studio here, which we are calling home indefinitely. However, we have had an offer to go on the road on
The 22nd
of August for a couple of reasons. We're going to be at Union Park Tavern, and it's also almost birthday, give or take a day, right? Or is it on that day?
Mine is the 19th.
All right. Well, so you'll be. Let me see if I get this right.
I'll
You'll be celebrating 19, a couple days off, like
That's
a
right.
pitcher.
Yep.
Or you get your arm back in shape, and
That's right.
done. And we'll be on the 22nd live at 10 o'clock. We are streaming live again across the very balmy cornfields of the Midwest this morning.
Nice day today.
And a gorgeous day. It's only about 74 degrees here in the Kenosha Today Nation. We are brought to you this morning by our major sponsors, Barter's Financial Planning Services and Union Park Tavern, along with a host of other very fine local businesses. We remain committed to the Kenosha area, and we will continue to broadcast live and local, bringing you the most up-to-date news, weather, sports, and entertainment. And if you want to watch the replay, all you got to do is you no longer wait for a specific time other than on Warner, or keep calling it Warner Cable, Spectrum's Channel 14, Tuesdays at 5 and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. And everybody can now sign up with the thousands of our fans who have now joined us, join the Kenosha Today Nation, like us on Facebook. As you can see, our number is 262-597-3020. Give us a call if anything's on your mind. And if you don't have anything on your mind, call us. We can relate to that.
We'll fill your head full of garbage.
Forget your recycling. Forget your recycling, and we'll take care of all that you need to know. You know, as long as I'm on this, you know, just about everybody's gotten their bins here, and we have a local. It's kind of like a Facebook page for the neighborhood. And one lady's, how come they didn't take my garbage today? I put the brand new bins out.
Did you read the thing?
Dumbass, why don't you read the thing?
People put those out all over the place. They don't, nobody pays attention.
Anyway, it is 74 degrees here in the Kenosha Today Nation this morning. Stock market started at 26 on 400 and closed at 26. So we're even as long as it hovers around 26 well, obviously everybody would like it to go higher, but as long as it doesn't go any lower. And so, Elmo, from the pandemic room, Free Mass Saturday starts right now. And let's get into it. The first thing is the Kenosha Unified School District. You know, I don't quite get this. And we sat here a couple weeks ago when we were talking about, they sent these surveys out. And about 70% said, we want the kids to go to school.
Right.
What did they do? Nothing. They
had already decided what they were going to do, and they just sent the surveys out on the chance thing that they might come back
the way they wanted it, right?
that the public might agree with them, but they didn't care what the survey said anyway. So
you got about 21,000 districts students, and so now they're saying, we're going to start out virtual learning instead of in-person learning, but we're going to have sports, which I get. That's a good thing. But a lot of people are asking, including me, what data was used to come to this conclusion? You had a survey, and like I almost said, 70% of the people said, the survey said, go back to school. Well, now the teachers are still teaching And I was told
Supposedly.
they do have to go into their classrooms to do this. They can't teach from home like they did back when they closed things up in March. So we'll see. And it said that they can pull a plug and send everything back, but
I think they should go to virtual learning forever. You could get rid of 80% of the teachers and administrators and everybody else, sell a whole bunch of the schools, and because you don't have to worry about class size anymore. It's all virtual. You don't,
right.
What the heck? So you got a lot of tests could just be graded by computer. You don't have to worry about correcting all those papers and everything, except for an English essay or history or something like. Well, they don't even teach history anymore. So,
well, I got to compliment you, Elmo. That solution was a little bit better than what you presented the other day. You went some word about throwing them off the 50th Street Bridge.
Right.
That got a little ugly, but that's all right. Get a little emotion. I mean,
yeah.
That's one thing I have learned over all these years, these 25 years of doing radio or television, is that when it comes to schools, people are passionate. I mean, they are really passionate versus aldermen. You got 17 guys sitting there, and okay, you get one vote, and
we're talking about their kids,
But when it comes to education, everybody's got their own philosophy and their own way of doing things. And of course, what would a school board meeting without having a couple of fat people demonstrating in front of the ESC business? Man, I see these pictures. One thing nobody has skipped out on is the free lunch. I mean, I know we're going to get to that in a second because I got some pictures. The operative word is free in Kenosha. Whether it's a free trolley ride.
Kenosha's favorite price.
Free. Mike Bjorn, God rest his soul, he was always one. You put the word free on it, and out the door they go. Or they just line up. Mm-hmm. And these people with the food, some of them didn't need that food. They could have saved it for actually needier people.
Maybe that person was complaining about their garbage not getting picked up, could just put a sign on their free garbage and somebody would come and take it.
Or we can lend them our sign. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Get this. Now this is kind of a segue into this. UW-Madison was fined $74,000 for care of research animals. They got them 28 violations for monkeys became injured after staff errors. Equipment failures allowed animals to exit their cages. And I originally thought about this is the Evers administration, there it goes, which segues me into this. Putting a mask. I mean, coming up with an order that everybody must wear masks in public. I don't think he has the authority to do that.
No, he doesn't. No, not at all. So
I don't know why he even did it.
He even said before he did it, he says, I'm 100% sure that if I do this, I'm going to get sued, and 99% sure I'm going to lose. So why do you do it?
Yeah, that's, especially after the Supreme Court stopped his stay-at-home order. That actually went from March to April, almost a full 60 days.
It's 60 days, because that's the limit on it. And now he cannot declare a state of emergency for the same thing, and get another 60 days out of it. But
who's ever advising the Gov, I mean, and originally...
They don't care. That's the whole thing.
Initially, Assembly Speaker Robin Voss indicated the legislature was not going to challenge this, but that was yesterday. Today's today, and apparently they're going to, but they have to reconvene everybody, right?
That's right.
And have that done. And I love this. County Board Supervisor Terry Rose, which I really like. He's a nice fellow. He's an attorney. He says, I'm considering it if a client comes along. You talk about free advertising for a lawyer. How about that? There's nothing to get past a lawyer.
I know Terry very well. I get a citation. I got grounds to sue. So punitive damages, $10 million. How about that, Tony?
Yeah, that'll get your eyes awake. I just don't. So he does this, and at least Racine put 25 for the first 50 and 100, and their sheriff Schmeling says, we are not the mass police. We're not going to go pick anybody up.
We got better. We got people killing each other here, so we got better things to worry about. That.
Don't worry about the COVID-19. The flying bullets are going to. Here you. So anyway, that was about Schmeling, and then now Chicago. What's her name? Lizzie Lightfoot down there.
Yeah, I've heard of her. Now they're calling her the Oompa Loompa.
Oh my God! How Chicago's it? She tells everybody if you're coming, I guess it's both ways. Mm-hmm. If you're coming from Illinois or Chicago to Wisconsin, you have to have 14 days.
Yeah, when you go back. So what are these people going to do with their vacation homes up here?
Well, yeah, and the other thing is, we're going to get to this.
And how's that? How are they going to know? Where you been?
What? You know, one thing that we've learned, Elmo, since we started coming here about the 1st of March, and we tweaked a little bit, and we're going to have, we're working on tweaking on our phone system.
Phone system.
That we think we might have that down. We get another couple little things added for next week. But politicians are basically proving they are stupider than we are.
Well, they don't care about their constituents. That's it. They don't care what they think. They don't care. And, oh, we're saving lives. Yeah, right. Okay.
So,
You know, I know that somebody told me about this woman who we both know and who's, since this thing started, has stayed inside her house. And she thinks if she goes outdoors, she's going to die, and she just sits inside and cries all day. You know, what the heck is this here? So, you know, gotta live your life. What the heck?
well, some people,
There's risks everywhere.
you know, we've kind of mentioned this before. The government at all levels have put a fear into people where the fear is almost worse than the
That's
virus
right.
itself.
Yep. Fear and stupidity, that's the real plague we got.
So if you're coming from Illinois to Wisconsin for non-work purposes, now Barter Manor is considered essential here, which we are, believe it or not.
Yep.
And so I guess I can't cross state lines for immoral purposes until this gets all shaked out.
Do you go down there for any other purpose?
No, yeah, just like riding on their tollway, you know. So you know, then you've got Illinois. I think it's Zion, or maybe it's whoever's in charge of that. Actually, Illinois health officials closed beginning today the Illinois Beach
State Park.
in Zion on Saturdays and Sundays, right? So if you've ever been down to Simmons Island on a Saturday and a Sunday here, it is packed with Illinois people.
That's right.
And
As long as they spend some money here.
well, that's the problem. I see it. They come up here, and unless they're going to the harbor market or the other market, or I see most of them just going down there and not spending a whole lot of money in our community and just using our beaches free of charge. As I recall, the last time I was in Illinois, I still have to pay their tollway system.
Yep.
So as an outer towner or whatever, but I would encourage our city officials to either let only Wisconsin residents down there or charge $25 a car.
They tried that with other stuff, and it actually costs more to have somebody collect the money and do all that stuff. And how are you gonna do that at Eichelman Park when you can just park on the street and walk down to the beach?
Yeah, you know, I forget Eichelman Park and the other ones. I'm just dealing when I see is Simmons Island, but yeah, there's other ones there too. But I remember they did that. The last one I can recall is Petrifying Springs, at least 20 years ago.
Yep.
And it was the motorcycle gangs that had taken over, and all the families were coming. So if you ever look at Petrifying Springs on both the north and the south
Big
end,
gate
there's
there.
a little former gates where they charged $15. Well, they cleaned that up, but nobody went back to Petrifying Springs for a couple of years until they got rid of that. So, but there is that, I suppose. I remember when they closed Simmons Island off over the 4th of July, they had to have a squad on both sides where the entrance there. And the only thing that hurts is the yacht club because, you know, they're still open for business.
Right.
And I don't know how you were able to get down to the yacht club because they weren't.
You could
ready.
walk. It was just vehicular traffic. It was closed to.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's true.
Well, it's like when they did, one of Frank Carmichael's deals down there. They
Oh yeah.
closed to vehicular traffic. We had to, which made parking a nightmare around there. But you had to walk down 50th Street to get down there. So.
Well, as I recall, they allowed parking in that right across in that big grassy area on 52nd Street and Sheridan Road across from City Hall, and then they used the gas trolley to finally
Shuttle people.
have a purpose in life. But Illinois reported like almost 1,800 new COVID-19 cases, 18 related deaths just last week, and they're up to almost 7,500. But you know what? I don't want them bringing that nonsense up here.
No.
I mean, we have a nice Kenosha in the city and the county. I think we've done a great job.
Yep.
For those businesses, the major chains, and if you want to put a sign on your business that says masks are required, fine. If you don't want to go there, you don't go there if you don't want to wear a mask. And I didn't see a whole lot of people wearing masks. Of course, that didn't start till today.
Till this morning. Yep.
But I will wear a mask where they require it, like the grocery store, or but I'm not going to.
Well, no, it's any store.
Well, according to this, but I think we should. Somebody's going to get arrested. Say, give me my ticket. I'm
Well, yeah,
my
they
day
give
in
you a
court.
citation, right?
Yeah, but who's going to issue a state citation? A city police or a sheriff?
Yeah,
I
I'm not
suppose
sure
they
how that
could.
works. Yep.
Anyway, don't be bringing that nonsense up here to Wisconsin. We got a nice thing going here, and that's my fear when all of these wonderful people from Illinois come up and start using our beaches. And I've seen a great influx of people, for example, having lunch on Saturdays and Sundays, and in the late afternoons coming from Illinois.
That's
And,
fine.
There was, as long as I think the captain's going to call in. There was a couple there, two couples from Florida during the week, and they were all of a sudden. Our friend Captain Mike comes in with his flag, surrender the booty, and these ladies thought, "Oh, he's so cute," and so he's got a pose with this picture with this surrender the booty.
Salvation Army hat.
Yeah. So they got up to leave, and I says, "There's a new Wisconsin law that was just recently passed that if you take a picture of somebody, you got to take that individual with you back to Florida." And she's looking at Captain Mike.
Well,
and, no. I said, no.
I'm talking to him the other day, and he says, "Yeah, I got to go to the doctor this afternoon." I says, "What are they doing?" "They're checking my head for bone density." And I says, "You don't have to go to a doctor for that. I can tell you right now, you're a dense bonehead." So
You know who he should go see? If I can find it here, that doctor that who's this? I have it here. Oh, the doctor that Trump was using.
Fauci?
No, this whack job from Nigeria.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Stella. Where the heck is it? I'll come to it eventually because I know I put it in here. Stella something or other. And she claims, well, here it is, right here. As long as we're on that. Stella Emanuel says, now she's a doctor, and she says demons are responsible for infertility and sexual diseases. That works for me. She says she's describes herself as a prophet from God, and alleges doctors use alien DNA in experiments, and this hydrochloroquine, or how do you pronounce it? Hydrochloroquine.
Hydrochloroquine?
Yeah, to cure COVID-19. Well, she's the only one on the planet that thinks that. Now,
No, lots of doctors do, actually.
Oh, well, she went to medical school in West Africa, Nigeria, to take care of malaria patients, treat them, and stuff like that. And her video went viral, and it was taken down on the social media sites because she was spreading misinformation. So take it for what it's worth.
Well, who's to determine what the misinformation is? You have a staff of doctors at Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. And they don't have anybody. It's because Zuckerberg and the rest of those idiots just decided, I don't agree with this, so I'm going to take it down. Why can't people make up their own minds as to the validity of it or not?
Yeah, if you think demons are responsible for sexual diseases, hey.
Could be.
Good work. No.
Okay, Mr. Demon.
Brewers, some bad news. Were going to have their home opener yesterday, and a number of the Cardinals came down with COVID-19.
COVID, yep.
Tested positive. So that game was postponed. And I don't know if they're going to play today. Did you hear anything?
Last I heard, the game was on.
Okay. And I think Major League Baseball has canceled the whole Florida Marlins season because they had almost half their team tested positive. Mm-hmm. And obviously Florida's one of the states having some problems. And but the question comes up, as we haven't gotten an answer. If anybody knows, are these considered forfeits? What's going to, I mean, how are you going to figure out
what's going to happen here?
You got 3 games against the Marlins, and because of them, and then that trickle-down effect caused the Phillies not to come back home. So probably the best thing they should do is just cancel the season. I know what's his name? Kristen Yelich is only hitting .037. He's going, pull the plug now.
Well, he's a slow starter. He always was. So even the MVP year, he was.
I was thinking about this. This is God's way of saying this. What part of baseball we're not going to have a season? Don't you guys understand? You're making $10 million a year, and I put this disease in every city, and we backed it up. So you're having kind of a shell of a season in front of no fans. What's the point? I mean, I think they're going to cancel the whole season before, maybe even before the weekend. Oh, when did I call you? 262-597-3020.
Yep.
Anybody wants to give us
Too
a
nice
call?
outside.
Yeah, remember last week when it was warm, nobody
hot,
could go
yeah.
out there. So, here's a thing from Kenosha, Kenosha County. This is from the county clerk. Before getting married, before saying I do, you should schedule a marriage license appointment. And I'm thinking, before you go down there and schedule your appointment, you better come see right here. I mean, you want to go through this traumatic experience,
Right.
just on your own. I mean, we're here to help you and point you in the right direction. So I think that's only, enough said on that topic. I don't know. I thought the county buildings were open now, but maybe not.
I don't know.
Anybody's have to schedule an appointment to get a marriage license. You might as well just file the divorce papers and leave the date off.
Well, at the same time.
save the one-stop shopping, or go to that. Here's what we were talking about before. Kenosha County Food Bank Distributions, where Kenosha showed its true colors.
Oh, we have a caller, Scott.
All righty. You say when.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning, Eric. Kenosha today.
How are you, Elmo? How are you, Scott?
I'm good,
Yeah,
Dennis.
really good. How's things out in Waterford in that crime-ridden sewer you live in up? Well, you
That's
got...
very nice. Come on.
What'd she say?
I got yard work to do in a little while, so I got to keep it short, but I'm trying to get rid of my demons, if you know what I mean.
If she was living in this town, we've got ways to make demons disappear. We've got a couple boats sitting in our little small boat harbor that go out fishing a couple times a day, and you could put her on a hook and let her run for a while.
Well, I think the DePaul basketball team is going to have to change their name now, really.
Who?
The DePaul basketball team.
The demons? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you probably got a point there. Hey, so anyway, how is the crime-ridden city of Waterford now that people are allowed to drive their go-karts and golf carts wherever they want?
Well, like I told you, on my quiet little part of town, I haven't really seen any of that type of road abuse.
Okay. Hey, as long I got you here, I got a very Gunga was going to save this for him, but it's first come, first served this morning. Here's an article about mothers nursing and breastfeeding in public without covering up. So
We have another call, Scott.
Hang on, Dennis. We're going to get some more input on this.
Okay.
Hang on.
Good morning, Shirley.
Good morning, and hi, Dennis and Nancy, love you, hi.
Oh, come
Good morning,
on.
Shirley.
Let's get
Good morning.
Well, you called at the right time, because we're talking about this article of nursing mothers breastfeeding in public without covering up. And children could be stumbling around the grounds, a few mothers nursed, uncovered, while lounging in chairs and enjoying a conversation, just like, you go out on the deck at the boathouse, and all of a sudden you got guys like us at the one bar, and you got little Junior here at the other bar. So, Dennis.
I don't know. I think anybody that, if a few women participate in that, they're nothing but a bunch of boobs.
This is totally unrehearsed.
No, it's fine if they cover up.
Well, this
It's
they.
okay. I would be if they just cover up,
Yeah. Well, actually,
Yeah.
an Elmo and I position is we prefer that they stay uncovered.
I don't want to watch that.
As long as they use a bib. I mean, I wear a bib and a mask sometimes, so.
Yeah. No, it's perfectly normal, I think, but just cover up that, That's fine.
Hey, Dennis, when the missus drags you to all these, Gunga calls you the mall rat, do you wear a mask when you're out there so nobody can see you, right? Or identify who you are?
Well, now I have to. I didn't before. If a particular store said I had to have one on, then I put it on. But if the store didn't say you had to have one on, I didn't wear one.
So, did you wear a big sign that says "I'm with my wife"?
No, but we have nicknames for each other, and it's nothing stupid or anything like that.
No, I'm sure not.
And my wife called me from the other side of the store up by the registers one day. She called me Chic. And the girl at the counter said to me, "Oh, Mr. Chic, your wife is calling you."
Boy, I'd be damn embarrassed to tell that story. So.
Dennis, what do you call her? What do you call Nancy?
Oh yeah.
I can't say it on the radio, Shirley.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Little
I'm here.
schnookums.
Hi, Nancy. Oh, I'd love to see you guys.
Okay. God. Oh, Jesus.
I see Scott shaking his head.
You're taking your head, Scott.
Actually, I said this to Captain Mike. God is in my heart. The devil's in my pants.
Yep.
There you go.
Wish I could.
There you go.
I didn't really author that. That was Jonathan Winters that came up with that. But at any rate, who's going to do?
That's why they say try and have a higher level of thinking.
Good luck with that. With me, anyway. Who wants to give us the weather report? You want to give me a weather report? Either one for today, one for tomorrow, and then we'll do the top 10.
Cheryl, you do today, I'll do tomorrow. Go, Cheryl.
Okay. Today it's going to be very nice. And maybe rain later on. Or is that tomorrow? Rain tomorrow. But today is supposed to be just a beautiful day. Beautiful weather today.
Okay.
And tomorrow in the southeast Wisconsin area, we will have sunny weather beginning the day, but in the afternoon it'll begin clouding up, high in the upper 70s, and a chance for showers in the afternoon. So try and get all your demonic work in the morning.
Demonic work?
Demonic.
Well, Dennis, that sounds like you might have a future as a weatherman.
Yep.
Yeah, very good, Dennis. Wow.
I don't know about that. I've had too many cold fronts moving in.
Okay. Well, you guys want to hear the top 10?
I just know today's going to be beautiful. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. So what else can I say? Enjoy it.
There you go.
Well, Shirley, with you on the line, every day is beautiful.
That's right.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Jesus. That's not. We're not promoting that.
Thank you.
All right, before I get to
We better cool it, Shirley, or Scott's going to hang up.
I'm starting to tear up. All right, let me get both your opinion on this. When the governor issued wearing masks mandatory anytime you're out in public. Shirley, you go first.
Well, I wear a mask everywhere. Not in the stores, not at home or anything outside or on our porch or anything. But I do. I wear one. I've got several, and I just wear them. And I think it's for our protection. So I'm doing it.
You've never been tested positive, have you?
No, I've never been tested.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Knock on wood, I'm fine.
Dennis.
Oh, I've been tested. Yeah, I had to go to the hospital that time. Oh, yeah. Whenever you go to the doctor, they check your temperature and make sure you're okay. Yeah, lots of times. But it's always, knock on wood, it's always been fine.
What's your twist on this, big boy?
Well,
Mr. Chic.
Mr. Chic.
Consideration for other people. I think if people like Shirley want masks worn, and I would say she's in a higher risk category. If I'm around Shirley, I would wear a mask for her purposes. Yep. If I'm going to be in an area where I know there's not going to be a lot of high risk people, then I wouldn't wear one. So I think it should be although, that's weird. I was going to say it should be left up to the person, but there's so many inconsiderate people out there. If you left it up to them, they would never consider what the other person needed. So, I don't know. I still think it should be left up to the locality. I don't think it should be a statewide thing.
There you go. Now, do you insist?
Is it mandatory now? Do you have to? Is every store you have to wear a mask?
Yep.
According to the governor's...
For now.
Until it gets tossed out.
Starting today, right?
Yeah.
Starting today.
Now, if I made a statement, don't worry about the ordinance, forget it, we'll pay your fine, you go along with that, right? Hello?
Just hang on.
Jeez, the sheik climbed up here.
If there was a fine involved and it was being strictly enforced, then I'd probably wear a mask. But if there were no fine involved, or the local area said, like Elmo was saying, there's a lot more serious crimes out there than not wearing a mask. So, I mean, if the police are going to concentrate on that, I don't know.
So you're not going to put your...
There'd be an awful lot, put it this way, there'd be an awful lot of rioters arrested.
Okay, now, so you're not going to put your faith in us to bail you out, is what you're saying.
No, that's not putting my faith in you. I wouldn't want to put that burden on you.
Oh.
Yep.
You said it, Dennis.
That's the cross we want to bear.
Right.
Well,
Scott, we know that you're always into wanting to bear something.
except to get to this top 10 really quick here. You ready, Elmo?
Sure.
All right, written in our home office on the patio here at Barter Manor, this week's top 10 thought-provoking category. Kenosha today's top 10 reasons to open up our schools for in-person learning. Number 10, not all snot-nosed little kids want to be trolley drivers. Number 9, don't want to go through life known as a social distancing dumbass. Number 8, next stimulus check includes $500 to buy better drugs. Number 7, maybe there should be some kids left behind. Number 6, the two guys that will be virtual teaching are Jack Daniels and Jim Beam. Number 5, Dr. Fauci threatens to run for our school board. Number 4, the street value of the weed in your backpack is starting to decline. Number 3, your ACT score is .08. Number 2, we have a new vaccine that consists of Long Island iced teas and Clorox bleach. And Kenosha's today's number 1 reason to open up our schools for in-person learning. The survey said you people have absolutely no idea what you are doing.
I'd agree with that.
You guys didn't have to hang up.
We have another call,
Very
Scott.
good. Very good.
Well, another thing, this virtual learning, it fits hand in hand with texting and Facebook and everything, where there's no face-to-face
Yeah.
communication between people. It feeds into that whole situation.
We have another caller. Can you get him?
Hang on, kids.
Morning, you're in Kenosha today.
I don't know who it is. Who is this?
It's BA in Bristol.
Okay.
BA.
BA in Bristol. What can we do?
And so I want to know what the Jimmy Buffett is going on with your outfit today.
What, the outfit?
Yeah, I'm
I
got a-
said, what the Jimmy Buffett is going on.
I get that part about it. I'm trying to think of one of his. What was Jimmy Buffett? He had that song about.
Wasted again in
Yeah,
Margaritaville.
wasted again in Margaritaville. That'll be.
Uncle Scottieville.
Yeah, this is it. Hey, it's summertime. Or you think this is a little bit?
Well, you look great.
Okay. Do you think it's a little
What
bit?
am I, chopped
Yeah,
liver?
what
See
am
in
I-
the eye while you're turning those pages.
Huh?
See, I can see you, but you can't see me.
Yep.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Hey, what do you think of nursing a baby in public without covering up?
Well, I don't know. I don't care. I mean, I've had 4 of them sucking on me for all my life, and they're in their 30s.
They're still there.
Boy, I am not going to go what I was about to
Sucking
say.
the life out of you.
No. Typically, what you do
and you put the baby blanket over your shoulder, you wear a shawl.
Yeah.
But you know
Right.
what? How about you're feeding your baby, and it's like the best thing you can do for a kid at the beginning of their life.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, now does the baby have to wear a mask?
How the hell can a baby wear a mask? No, masks are only for people over 5. Don't you read the statutes?
Okay, I don't agree with it if the kid can stand on a step stool and reach you
Yep.
while you're standing on the corner. Did I say that on the medicine?
Can I say
Hi, Shirley. Hi. Hi.
What's up, B from Bristol?
It's a great idea you got, Elmo.
Yep, yep.
You little D.
Conference call.
I agree with you. I don't care, just so you, like a shawl or something, cover up.
Yeah, you just put a shawl. And you know what? I agree with putting a shawl over because you should also be protecting the baby while it's suckling from whoever's walking by with whatever they're doing.
You know what? I got to point out.
Right.
I got to point out something. This
Right.
this is stuff that you won't hear on Women's Lip on Sunday morning. You won't hear
You
that.
don't know us. You don't know us. You don't want to go there.
But not only
I love Women's Lip. That's a good show.
That's right.
Oh, I didn't say it was
Those
bad.
are Regular.
I didn't say anything that it was.
They are such sweethearts. They are the sweetest people.
All I was saying is you
And
won't.
don't they just cheer us up?
You know, I don't think
All right,
women should
hold on.
participate in that because they're giving their babies a real bad impression at a young age that their mother is a dropout.
Okay,
You got another one?
we have an expert on the subject here.
All right, hang on.
Whatever.
We got one more.
Over my house one day,
Okay.
and I nursed
Oh,
four
okay.
of them. and I'm
Okay. All right, children. Children, pay attention. We have one more person that's going to call us. So we'll go one at a time.
Gunga.
No, we don't. Who is it?
Gunga.
Oh, is this going to be around?
So I said he's an expert on breastfeeding.
Okay, here we go. Good morning, Gunga.
Speaking of a drop-off, I have arrived.
I feel like all my children, you know.
Yep.
All right.
Hi, Gunga. Hi, Gunga. How are you?
Yeah, well, I feel like dirty old men.
How are you,
It's
Gunga?
the Mount Rushmore of callers.
That's it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Morning.
Folks, one at a
Don't
time.
forget our date. Gunga, don't forget our date tonight.
Don't forget your mask.
Yeah, wear your mask.
By the way, Gunga, one hump or two.
Oh, God.
Two humper.
Oh,
Two humper and a frozen pizza.
okay. Now, listen, one at a time. I got to get Gunga, since everybody else weighed in and their
Yes,
opinion.
let's give it a time. I'll
Gun-
listen.
All right, Gunga, your opinion on women breastfeeding. You want to hear the question?
Well, the question was one humper two. It's a two humper and a frozen pizza afterwards.
No, that's. We're talking about this very in-depth topic. Now, the topic is, should women be allowed to breastfeed in public?
Certainly, as long as I'm allowed to watch.
I
Oh,
knew-
brother. Like you didn't know that was coming.
Yeah.
Dennis,
What do you mean, should they be allowed?
yeah.
I don't like the way you're posing that question.
Listen, it's
How
my
about
show.
none of your business?
Wait a minute. It's my show. I can ask any question I want.
But you don't say, should they be allowed? Like, what
Yeah,
are they
yeah.
going to do? Throw us over the hump of Gunga's camel and put us in a cave for 3 days until we learn?
That sounds
Better.
like a real good plan to me. What?
I don't know.
Scott, it's not against the law, right?
Of
No.
course it isn't.
No. Well, I posed the questions, and I'm just letting you folks weigh in on your opinions. And it seems that we have a
I did want to say one thing because you guys were talking about the masks.
yeah.
You know, they're requiring these masks. You know, we wouldn't have to worry about so much breastfeeding in public if we would have required condoms for young men. Let the governor enforce that. law.
Yeah,
Gunga,
yeah.
we ain't going there with that. You, we're not even. Don't even think about it.
No, I just bought a box.
Oh God.
Do you hear me shutting up? I'm not going there. I could have said it.
One at a time.
Not going there. No way.
Dennis.
Mr. Barter, why is he even in the
Well, I didn't bring it up. She brought it up.
Okay, Gungo, you want me to go? What color are they? Is it
Oh, no, we don't want that. No.
Is it small, large,
No,
extra
no.
large?
Oh, they're fluorescent, so I can find them and they're extra small.
Oh, okay.
Whatever, I'm applying my CBD lip gloss right now.
Oh, my God. Boy, this is Elmo. Great idea having 4 callers at once. This
Yep,
is really
yep,
working
yep.
out well.
We're maxed out.
Yeah, we're maxed out.
People in your living room.
What?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
All right, we're gonna go one.
Shirley,
We're gonna go.
Shirley,
Okay.
Yes, honey, yes.
I need your kolache recipe. I can't make
We're
kolache.
not doing recipes. This is not.
I'll call you tomorrow on the cat and mare.
You do that. Well, can they take multiple calls at once? No.
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah.
But they are the sweetest. That show is just, it's so cute. They are the sweetest women. I just love them.
And they have steady balls.
Okay, what would you consider us?
Oh, you are so. We are
Couple of nitwits, so we are.
You're adorable, and you're both adorable, and you're very sweet.
All right, Shirley, we're gonna have to let you
Yeah,
go.
it looks like Uncle Scottie's going to Margaritaville and Elmo's going golfing.
I think Scott and Elmo would be on the Mount Rushmore of Kenosha.
Oh, where you would be at? Down in the Grand Canyon.
You know, there's. You know what?
What do you call it?
There is a. All right, hey, gang. There, be quiet just a
We
minute.
all on Mount Rushmore.
Oh, okay. There is a movement, a serious movement, to remove Chris
right,
Columbus statue from the lakefront. And I'm going to guess before the end of the year that could probably happen because, Chris is taking a dive all across the country. So that opens up a spot for us.
Captain Mike.
Oh, sure.
Captain
there we go.
Mike, yeah.
We'll put a
I
statue of
like the
Captain Mike down there.
statue.
I think a statue with Captain Mike with his flag surrender the booty was far better than.
Yeah.
Oh, is he okay?
Who? Captain Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had his physical. What was it, yesterday? Thursday. He had a physical.
He just said what?
A physical. Yeah, bend over and cough, and he gave him a couple stool samples, and they sent him home.
Well, no, I heard a different, Scott. I heard the doctor asked him for a urine sample, a stool sample, and a blood sample. So all the captain did was give him a pair of his underwear.
Now I'm gone.
Attaboy! That's from Dennis from Beyond the Arc. Dennis, that was from Half Court All Net. I gotta hand it to you. There we go. All right, we're gonna go around the horn. One parting word, Dennis.
I just want you to know that you are now rivaling that New York DJ who's very famous for kind of questionable material on this show.
Who's that?
Howard Stern.
Oh, Howard Stern. We're not even scratching the surface.
Sure, yeah.
Although my colleague here.
Western version almost now, Scott.
Well, I got to tell you, my colleague here, there's some of that stuff that he would like to entertain, but, I still have 40 years of tax clients that might not find some humor in that. But what we are going to do is at some point before the summer's over, we are just going to take the camera, set it up, and just go unplugged at the boathouse or whatever. So,
Okay, I will pray
Oh, are you guys still doing? Are you guys
pray
still?
for you that.
one at a time. All right, Dennis, you're gone.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Okay.
I was just going to say goodbye and say I will pray for you, and I will pray that your demons be expelled.
Exercise.
You got that going for you.
All right.
Exercise your demons.
All right.
Bye-bye, everybody.
All right.
Bye, Dennis.
Bye.
All right.
Thank you, Dennis.
BA, one last.
Love you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
BA, one last comment.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, where's the bowl of fruit and the pastries? How do you have a breakfast club with no breakfast?
I have breakfast right here.
Right there. It's got a can of Keystone. It's got all your basic
That's it.
fruits and
I'm
minerals.
having a Red Dog. Thank you very much. In fact, my beer matches your shirt.
Okay. Thank you, dear. All right. We'll talk to you again. Shirley?
Love you. See you next week.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, Shirley. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye, Shirley. And let's go to Gunga if you're still there.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Don't forget to listen to your show on Channel 14, Wednesdays at 5, Tuesdays at 5, Wednesdays at 6.
You're not going to...
Thanks for the plug.
Yeah, you're not going to send me a bill for the promo, are you? All right. All right. So,
Scott, just a quick question. Scott,
Yes,
are
ma'am.
the Cubs playing today?
I don't know. They're supposed to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Did they win last night?
Tonight?
Yeah, they won last
They won.
night.
Tonight or at noon?
They're in first place. I don't know when they're playing, but I know they're playing in Pittsburgh. So,
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know when, tonight or...
well, surely next week when you call, come a little more prepared. Give us a sports.
Give us a sports
Give us a
report.
sports thing. We can look out and see if there's clouds out in the sky, but we need somebody to do some sports reporting.
Okay, the Kenosha, I hate to say it, but the paper doesn't say much about, I cannot find anything about the Cubs in the paper.
You have to go to the internet.
Right, okay.
All right. All right.
Mr. Barter, I have one question.
Bye, Gunga,
Oh,
bye,
oh,
Gunga.
okay, bye, Shirley.
Hi, Shirley. See you tonight.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Okay, Gunga, go ahead.
I was wondering if you're still suffering from the hemorrhoid pain.
Yes.
I have the new Pakistani answer.
Okay. Which is?
Tape an ice cube to your middle finger and stick it in your rectum.
So you do know that Stella Ishmael or whatever her name is.
Yes, that's Dr. Stella Ishmael to you.
So are you?
Have a wonderful day, Mr. Barter. Good to hear from you, Elmo. You're the smartest man on radio. Except for sitting next to Mr. Barter.
That's been nice.
He
but
just
we're
makes me look better.
We're on
That's so
television. That's all. This is not a radio.
Television right now?
Yes, streaming live. It hasn't been a radio show since February.
Oh, that's correct. Yes, I forgot completely about it.
You're not particularly too smart, are you?
Not particularly, not for calling the show.
Okay. Hey, well, stop up and see us when you get time.
Yes, I'm working today again. I'm going to be working for the next 2 weeks forever.
Forever.
Well, put this as a date, August 22nd. It's a Saturday. We're going to be at Union Park
Tavern.
for a combination of birthday and kind of they're celebrating a new breakfast.
They're starting Saturday breakfast.
So, who better to have in on a breakfast? Huh?
What did you say? Something about a butt plug?
No, Jesus.
Oh. Have a wonderful day, gentlemen. I have to get to work.
Okay.
My
All right.
daughters are rebelling.
Okay, good. Whew. Well, that killed 45 minutes. Oh, what a bunch of wonderful people. And at any rate, finishing off here, Elmo. Big news starting today. The streetcars are
The
back.
trolley.
is back.
Hey.
I didn't know
ding, 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 ding.
I didn't know we had 7. I knew we had 5. And here's some of the rules. You have to wear a mask to ride on the trolley. And this is what's the real kicker that caught my eye. No more than 15 people will be allowed. And I'm assuming that's per month. But 7 streetcars, been operating for 20 years. I knew we had 5. I don't know where I thought we just got the last 2 to use as parts. I remember 20 years ago. I think I told this many years ago.
Want to take another call again?
Sure.
It's BA again. So.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Again. Hello. All right. What's this about?
It's B.A. in Bristol, and I just want to say I've been listening and watching, and you guys have fallen victim to being your own crash test dummies on your own show.
That's right.
That's a compliment?
But you're so handsome. Did you Botox or something? I miss you guys so much.
It's Earl Scheib.
I go to the same place Nancy Pelosi goes for $39.99 to get it all pretty good.
Yeah, okay, she could use some Botox. Do you guys know why you haven't heard from me in so long?
I don't know. Let me ask.
I
Wait a minute.
I was stranded on a little island they call
Okay.
Iowa
Just a
because
second.
I got hit by a deer.
Just a second. I got to ask Elmo. Do we care Why she hasn't called us?
Well, it's
Okay, I guess we care. Go ahead. You were in Iowa?
we care about her.
You mean, how can I
fans.
miss you when you won't go away? No, I literally, a deer jumped on my truck and I got stranded in Iowa
Ouch.
through the whole month, end of the month of June and early July. I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
you weren't injured, were you? Obviously.
no, we weren't injured, but my poor car.
Oh, they can do damage.
Big time.
Oh, big time.
No, it was one of those things where it ran out in the middle of the road from the left. Boom, it was on my windshield.
Yep.
Was
I got out of the car because I was going to pet her little hoof and close her little eyes. She was gone.
to,
She left blood and my hood up my, you know what.
okay. We don't care to go there. Was it at night?
No, it was sunset. When I leave Iowa, I leave at sunset so that I can see the sunset in the rear view.
Were your lights were your headlights on?
It wasn't dark out.
Okay, but sometimes when you get to that point, and if the deers get blinded by headlights, but your headlights weren't on, but they get
No.
frightened.
Okay, stop bragging about me.
Next time this number comes up,
Yeah, right.
hit the busy signal. All right. Well,
Anyway, when you guys are ready to play that game of mini golf, remember I'm really good at the windmill.
I'm sure. You gonna bring your clubs too?
Yes, I will.
That
Don't
was-
they have some there?
I've got plenty. So,
Uh-huh.
all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Do they have breakfast clubs, do you mean? Do they have breakfast clubs? Oh, my God, that's a good promotional material.
Put breakfast club on balls, golf balls.
Breakfast club putters. Oh, I've got a bucket of balls here.
Oh, so do I.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It
Yeah.
probably looks like a bucket now.
You're really trying to take us down the show into the sewer, aren't you? You're pretty much. That's what you're
Not-
trying.
We don't have far to go.
What time is the show over?
In
Whenever-
about 7 minutes, 8
Whenever-
minutes.
Oh, brother, what are we talking about now?
We
Don't.
are going to talk about some other things, and we're going to let you.
Okay, why don't you tell me a story? You know I love it when you tell me a story.
Once upon a time, they lived happily ever after. The end.
Yeah.
I knew somebody was going to say once upon a time when have. You know what? I'm the princess and the pea. Don't mess with me.
Sounds
I
like
don't care how many mattresses you pile up. I will remember what you did.
you sound like a bitch to me.
That's
I
it.
have CBD lip gloss on, so.
What does CBD lip gloss have to
Flip
do?
gloss made out of pot.
Oh, see, I'm an innocent guy. I don't understand all that.
All right, can you send Gunga over? I'm bored.
He's got enough stress going on in his life right now. He's working.
He's got to work.
Yeah. What would you do with him?
Yeah, I don't know why he's worried about breastfeeding. The blue hairs never have to do that anymore.
That's right.
Hey, what about your husband? You still married? Let him satisfy your needs.
Really?
Huh?
Do you know what my needs are?
Well, let's not go into detail. I can only
Change
surmise.
your light bulb. Hang a curtain.
Oh, geez. If I wanted to do all that, I would have stayed married. That's what our buddy K-Dog does.
Yep.
He does all that for
Oh,
his wife.
I'm coming over here to dust that mantle.
Oh, you better bring some heavy dude equipment because there's a lot of DNA and dust all over
Don't
this
you mean
place.
light equipment? Something dainty? Shirley's gonna make kolaczkis and I'm sending fresh fruit.
Okay.
Okay.
I know where you live.
All right. I got to go, baby.
I love you both.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, BA.
There's a tearful reunion there, huh? All right. Phew. Now, we're almost got a couple minutes.
Where were we?
The government, getting back to something that's relatively serious. Remember when we talked a couple weeks ago when the Treasury Department sent 1 million dead people stimulus checks, and at the time they had no plan to get them back. So now they've announced this week that they want them returned. So I guess this is my messages to my dead Uncle Murray, who died in 1958. You get your dead ass out of that grave and get the government back the money that
They
that's
sent you,
$1,200. Yeah, seems to. I can't believe that. But this is something I had for a couple of weeks. Secret to making cocktails by the pitcher. It's found in the shrub. Do you ever hear this? Sometimes you
Bring me a shrubbery.
try batching them, and it's just kind of like back in the 70s. We used to have these what they called wapatulis, where everybody would bring a bottle of white alcohol, rum, vodka, or something, and you dump it into a big thing, and then you spice it up with soda and fruit punch and whatever.
Bathtub gin.
Yeah.
Just get old bathtub full of booze.
A shrub
Stick
is
your head in there.
a sweet tart concoction of single syrup, fruit, herbs, spices. But I got to tell you, those things they got a kick to it because you can't taste the alcohol. But the next morning, you might as well just plan on staying in bed because you will have the biggest
All
hangover.
the sugar in there.
Oh,
Ugh.
God. And then you throw in some soda, carbonation, that'll just kill you. Madison, the board approved a reinstallation of some of the statues that torn down. You know, that one guy, here's a statue. I don't know if you can see this. Got one leg. This was a guy that wasn't for slavery. He was against it.
Yeah, it was abolitionist.
Yeah. And I think those idiots that tore these down, they were just looking to destroy property.
They have no idea what.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know anything. Yeah, they're just looking at destroying stuff. That's it.
Now, the problem is, I guess, the insurance company, they have a $50,000 deductible. So, you know, if they prop up that guy's last leg there. And here's another thing I thought we can get behind, Elmo. The city of Kenosha has gotten a $520,000 grant, and it's called Every Bottle Back Initiative, to improve collection and recycling. So, you know, there is a shortage I heard over this week on cans. There is a shortage of aluminum cans, and the same with the bottles. So they want everything back, and they're going to start recycling these. So I thought the Every Bottle Back was good. And almost done here. UW-Madison drops the ACT and SAT requirements for students. So that's good news for me. I can finally get back and get my degree. I don't have to take that test again. So didn't work out the last time, 50-some years ago. In-person balloting, I think we're going to save that for another time because, I don't know, where are we at in Wisconsin with this? In fact, I've got mine a absentee ballot, but that's different than just voting by mail, right? Unless you have to, you have to request an absentee ballot, and then.
Well, what they wanted to do, they wanted to send request forms to everybody.
Yeah,
That was the first thing, but they're big on the vote by mail thing. It's such a disaster doing that.
yeah. I don't agree with the mail thing, but I voted absentee ballot forever.
You know, if you don't care enough to go down and vote, then you don't care enough to really know what's going on. So.
There's the issues about the.
Well,
the
unless you're
virus
an
and-
invalid or something like that, then you have a reason to do it. So.
Well, I know the last April, we didn't have the normal polls open because and people were waiting in line. So
Yeah, not really. It wasn't bad here.
was it?
No, it was not bad.
Okay. Where do you vote? Somewhere by Southport's.
Well, City Hall, yeah.
City Hall,
Because I vote
right.
early, so,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, you can always do that, and so you know, in this particular primary, there's nothing on there. I mean, there's
No.
nobody running for anybody. I mean, against anybody. Everybody's running unopposed. So you still have to, I guess, you have to send it in. So anyway, Elmo, anything else we have for the cause?
Nope, that's it for me.
And that is going to wrap it up for the August 1st edition of the Kenosha Today Saturday Morning Breakfast Club. I want to thank our sponsors, Barter's Financial Planning Services, and Union Park Tavern, Kenosha's for Open Honest Government, and Charlie V's Kids for Cancer Treatment Foundation. We have been streaming to you live this morning from the Barter Manor studio, located on the corner of Happy and What Went Wrong, as you witnessed. And so for Elmo and myself, until we meet the next time, we thank you for the privilege of your time and have a very safe and pleasant weekend.
Well, I'm not a crook.